Hey everybody, it's Lo and welcome back to my channel, Lo Without Limits. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own hummus. This will save you money, you can make it taste exactly how you want, and then at the end I'm going to try it out on some new wraps that I got. So I've never tried that before, we'll see how it is together. So if you want to see how to make your own hummus, then just keep watching. Welcome back into my kitchen. Now before we get started on making the hummus, I just want to briefly talk about this situation. At work, we needed a funky hairstyling tool and I got the text message when I was at Target. We were using it for a shoot. I quickly ran to the hairstyling things, found this like bed head waver situation. I was like, that looks weird. Bought it. Got to the shoot, we opened it up and in doing so destroyed the packaging so we couldn't return it after. So we were kind of like, what do we do with it? I figured I'll take it home, give it a try, might as well. And I look like Hermione. I've always been trying to figure out how to get like wavy hair because my hair is pretty stick straight, doesn't do much. The only wave it gets is when I fall asleep with it damp and I wake up to like this side of my neck shape. So I've always wanted to try it, got this thing at work, and I hate it. But we're dealing with it. Hummus needs to be made, so it'll just be made by Hermione. Anyway, let's get to it. Today I'm going to be using my food processor again. If you have like a big blender, that'll work too. I just love my food processor. And it is a 9-cup food processor, but in it, it has a little 3-cup insert because we're not making a ton of hummus. We're only gonna use 1 can of chickpeas. So that'll just make the mess so much easier to clean up at the end. Make sure it's all in there. And the first thing that we're going to do, I have all my ingredients. I have the chickpeas. They've been rinsed and drained, and I got them out of their can. There's canned chickpeas, so I put the liquid that when you take the lid off, the liquid comes in here, pour that out, then I drain the chickpeas. I have those. I also have a lemon. I'm going to juice it and use a 1/4 cup of lemon. Tahini, I got this at Trader Joe's. The other day I was making a Buddha bowl just to have for lunch. I wanted a nice tahini dressing. Got out my tahini that I bought forever ago from Sprouts, realized it expired about a month before and I just like hadn't really gotten around to using it. So I finally got new tahini from Trader Joe's. We'll also be using a garlic clove. So you can either use a fresh garlic clove or to make it a little bit easier, I use this already minced garlic. I believe I just got it at Ralph's, and it says that 1/2 teaspoon equals 1 clove. And we'll be using about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, of course, depending on how creamy you want it, or if you want some on top at the end, you could use more or less. Okay, now let's get to making the hummus. So I have my food processor ready. The first thing I'm going to add to it is the tahini. I'm gonna use about a 1/4 cup. I'm gonna give it a little mixing too, just because there is oil and some separation happening. Okay, it's pretty mixed up. Just to make it easier, I'm gonna use a spoon to scoop it in to my measuring cup. And then we're gonna need a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. So I just have a fresh lemon and I'm just gonna juice it first. And I'm going to use a 1/4 cup of that. And those 2 are just in the food processor and I'm going to blend just these 2 things up first. Okay, now that you have the tahini and lemon blended together, you're going to add in about 2 tablespoons of the liquid from the canned chickpeas. Of course, just leave the extra available in case you need a little bit more. It's more full tablespoons. And 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Give it a little scrape down on the side so it all gets mixed together evenly. And then you can add in your minced garlic. Again, either mince a whole clove yourself or you can just use it pre-minced. A little bit of salt. A little bit of cumin. This gives it that nice hummusy flavor. And then a little bit of whatever else you want to add too. At this point is where you can really make your hummus taste however you want. I love onion. I mentioned it a few times before, so I'm just gonna add in a little bit of onion as well. But of course you can make this into like a pesto-y hummus by adding in some basil. You can make it taste however you want. If you want a bit more of a kick, make it cayenne. Really do whatever at this point. And then mix all that together. Now it looks so creamy. And now it's not hummus without the chickpeas. So I rinsed them, drained them, thought I dried them all the way. I'm just gonna stick them right in there. And I'll blend from here, and then also from here, if it's starting to look a little too chunky, I'll add in a bit more of the liquid from the chickpeas or a bit more olive oil, anything I want really to kind of thin it out if the consistency is too thick. I'm just kind of giving it a little mix around. I want to make sure that everything's hitting those blades because there's still a few chunky garbanzo beans in there. I'm throwing a little bit more, just a little splash of the liquid to help everything blend up better. All right, now it's looking so much creamier. And it tastes so good. So I'm gonna say that's done. And now I'm just gonna transfer it over. This little cup in here of the food processor is 3 cups and it's pretty full. So I'm just gonna say it's about 2 cups. I'm just gonna use my 2-cup Pyrex to store it in the refrigerator. I forgot how good hummus was, and now that I just like have my own, and I made my own, and it was so like fast and easy, and I made it however I want, and it'll last so long because it doesn't have any added stuff into it. And really the cost was just the tahini, which will last me quite a long time, like different multiple uses with hummus, and the can of chickpeas, which I bought in a 4-pack from Ralph's. So it's gonna save me so much more time. And the issue why I usually don't buy hummus at the grocery store is because you open it up and it says like consume within 5 days of opening, and it's just me here. There's no way I'm gonna eat a whole tub of hummus that I paid $6 for in like 5 days. That's just insane to me. So it's good to like be able to make your own. It'll last longer. It's not as much, and you just like you feel good about knowing what is in your food. That's all I'll be able to scrape out. And here is the finished product. Again, from here you can, if you want to serve it, if you're serving it for a party that you just made, you can throw a bit more olive oil on top. I'm gonna throw in a bit of paprika, just give it a nice little kick. And now there are so many ways to enjoy a hummus. If you just have veggie sticks like cucumber or celery or carrots, you just want to dip it in there, you can put it on like a cracker with a little bit of cucumber or something on top. I'm going to try making it with these wraps. WRawp that I picked up when I was at Erewhon a while back. And they are spinach and turmeric flavor. And it says used with hummus and veggies, which is what inspired me to finally make my own hummus. And on the back it has some recipes. And one of them says garden wrap. 1 veggie life wrap, half of an avocado, 1/3 of a bell pepper, half of a carrot, 2 cups mixed greens, tomato, and 2 tablespoons of hummus. So I'm going to basically make that for lunch and see how these wraps taste and how they work. I don't think I have any tomatoes, but it's a good little starting point for making something on my own. And I'm not vegan, so if I had chicken or something available, or if I want to make a tuna wrap, tuna and hummus mixed together instead of like tuna and mayo is so much fun. So you can always add that to it. So I'm gonna try this out with you guys and see how it is. Okay, to make this wrap, it says sprinkle your wrap with water or warm it up. Moisture will make your wrap soft and more pliable. So I'm going to take it out. I'm gonna use a little cutting mat just to make it a bit easier. They're really thick. I expected them to be a bit thinner, almost like nori wraps, which I've been on the hunt for. So if you know where to get a good seaweed wrap and not just like the seaweed snack from Trader Joe's, like I want an actual wrap to make wraps. If you know where to get those, let me know down in the comments. Okay, so one side's a bit softer and one's a bit rougher, so I'm gonna assume the rougher side is what I should put all the food on. Wet my hands with a little bit of water. All right, and then I'm going to spread the hummus on top. Maybe leave some space on the edges so it doesn't fall apart. I'm going to add on my mixed greens. This is just arugula and baby spinach. Throw it on like that. I'm going to add in some shredded carrots. I'm going to add in some red onion. Some cucumber. I'm gonna slice it really thin though. And a little bit of red bell pepper. How could I forget some avocado? It says half of an avocado, but I also want some avocado for lunch tomorrow. So I'm just gonna use a quarter of this, or half of this half, so a quarter. And since I'm not a vegan or vegetarian or anything, and I do want to throw a little bit of protein on there, I don't have any chicken or anything made, but I do have this smoked salmon I got at Trader Joe's. I've tried a lot of different smoked salmons, and this one's honestly one of my favorites. and it's time to wrap and see how this works. All right, sorry I'm like awkward and crouching, but I just want to bring you guys a little bit closer to see my wrapping abilities and so you can see how the wrap holds up as I try to wrap it all together. Where should we start? Maybe this way. I wonder if I should like wet my hand to kind of seal it almost. Ta-da! It's kind of poking out a little bit right there. But I think it looks pretty good. How does it look in the photo? Oh, it's open on the end of the photo. So I think it only broke because I tried to fold it. But here is my wrap. Alright, well that is how you can make hummus just at home. So easy. You can make it however you want and save so much money too. So if you like the hummus or if you try different things out with the hummus, let me know down in the comments. You've also seen my wrap. So I've never tried this wrap before. I've never tried anything, well, I guess I have tried a similar wrap, but not this specific wrap that I picked up. And I just made this. I kind of used the recipe that they give on the back of the package using my very own hummus that I just made. So this will be a taste test and a reaction for the both of us. Which end do I want to get more? Maybe this end. It's good, as you can see, because I really stuffed it. Maybe I shouldn't have stuffed it so much. It's not something, I suppose if you like shove it in a container really snug, it won't move around too much. But it didn't really wrap like multiple times to make sure it's super secure. The wrap itself though is thick, so it's not breaking except for where I tried to fold it down. But that's good because I feel like a lot of wraps, especially gluten-free ones, if you get like a gluten-free like spinach tortilla or something like that, you try folding them and they break and everything just like falls apart so easily. So this is super like pliable and it bent super easily, and I just wet it a little bit to make it easier. And it's so thick so nothing's really falling apart in there. And it does taste super good. It said veggies and turmeric. I am getting a bit of like a turmeric-y taste, but mostly just like veggies. It's like if you go somewhere and just get like a spinach wrap instead of a regular tortilla, it has a very, very similar taste to it. So I give it a bunch of thumbs up, A+. They also had it in multiple different flavors. They had like more just like turmeric-y one that had like spirulina taste, but sometimes that could be too strong. I just went with the basic like original veggie one, and I'm a big, big fan. It did say that it comes with 3 wraps, so like, or like 3 sheets of 6 wraps, so maybe it's intended to like be cut in half, but I have a huge, huge appetite, so I will eat this whole thing by myself, like all by myself for lunch. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you've tried different gluten-free wraps or gluten-free products, let me know down in the comments. I'm really on the lookout for them. And if you tried different stuff in your hummus versus just like basic hummus, also let me know. I want to try out different hummuses as well. And while you're there, let me know what you want to see more of on my channel, and be sure to subscribe because I upload a new video every Wednesday. Until the next one, thanks for watching.